Hey there, I'm in the studio today and I'm always looking for good low-cost audio solutions to kind of elevate what we do here at our studio. I came across this wireless mic system on eBay. If you do a search for wireless microphone, this will probably be one of the first things that comes up. This is the GT Audio G380 wireless microphone system. And I didn't see any reviews on it as far as on YouTube. I had a few written reviews and they looked positive enough. You know, the system is $129, which I thought was ridiculously low for it being a 4 microphone wireless system. And you get it comes with 4 microphones like this, the receiver, the power adapter, and the rack ears that you can use to mount it into your either permanent rack system or portable rack system. So I wanted to take a few minutes and review this for you and give you the good, bad, and the ugly. I didn't do an unboxing because I just think that's a waste of time and I just always fast forward through that. But this is the unit. So I want to go through the bad things first because I want to end on a high note. First of all, overall build quality of the microphone is okay. You'll find that when you open this thing up and you go to change in the batteries, this little piece of plastic is a little on the flimsy side. The batteries do fit in pretty easily and this folds back over, but I was trying to open it from this end and it's actually from that end, so it took me a little bit of figuring that out. Once I got it, it was a lot simpler. After about 5 minutes of use, there's this little plastic thing that is just kind of the LED indicator for when you turn it on. It fell inside of the microphone, so as you can hear, it's like in there. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to get into the microphone and get that out of there because that's not good. So I was really not impressed with that. So the build, a little on the cheap side, but gosh, not anything inconsistent with what I would expect for $129. I mean, you couldn't get 4 decent wired mics for that price. The second thing is, you notice here I do have the power adapter here, but I'm actually not using it. When I first plugged this in, after about an hour of use, this got really, really hot. And I'm sure it's fine, but it is pretty flimsy, I was a little shocked how hot it got. I was like, is that safe? I'm not really sure. But, it was not that big of a deal. It does use a standard 12-volt power supply, which is easily replaceable. But just something to be aware of. I'm sure it's fine, but, that is what it is. It does use these kind of old-style extendable antenna ears, which for me really is not a problem, but they are not as strong as some of the more newer rubber style ones. You just need to keep aware of it. And these do use the standard BNC connector. I'm not sure if you'd get as good a performance if you were to use some of the shorter rubber kind or even the longer rubber kind. I'm not sure if these are just the cheaper option or if these actually perform better. But they work great, and like I said, they are replaceable, but they can bend. Finally, and this is kind of comical, it's certainly not a deal breaker, but this display you see here is completely fake. I mean, it's like an LED sticker that's backlit. It isn't telling you anything in real time. It's not a real LED display, and I guess I can see why they would do that, but it's completely unnecessary. It does tell you the frequency of each microphone, but there's nothing really substantial even being displayed here. It's more to mimic higher end systems. The other thing of note is that this does run on a VHF frequency system, which is more prone for interference. Again, not a deal breaker because honestly, this is an antiquated frequency. Most people aren't even using it, so it's not like there's a lot of people fighting for bandwidth on the VHF frequency band. So it's pretty clear. So that wasn't a deal breaker. Oh, also, these do not come with microphone clips. So if you're wanting to put it on a microphone stand, you're going to be needing to purchase those separately, which I found that out after the fact. Again, just little small things to be aware of. Nothing of a deal breaker. But I do want to go to the good stuff. And here's the shocking thing. These are actually pretty good microphones. I used this in a live event this weekend, and I was actually shocked at the frequency response of this. I got really, really solid signal from, 80 hertz all the way up to 16 hertz. This is a really, really great sounding microphone, believe it or not. The frequency reception was super clean. I didn't hear a single pop or anything. The signal to noise ratio on the receiver itself is not great. So if you can put it on a gate, you're gonna get rid of some of that noise floor. But as far as any dropouts, experienced none of that. It was super clean and a really good sounding microphone. I was very shocked, very pleased about that. You've got 4 volume knobs for each of the 4 microphones. In the back, you've got 4 XLR outputs to go straight to your mixer setup, and you also have a 1/4 inch out that is a mix of the 4. So if you're in a situation where you got to plug this directly into a speaker, you can actually do that through the 1/4 inch out and use these as your microphone gains. So it's really versatile in that regard. The build of the microphone, once the battery is in, it actually feels pretty legit. This capsule on the top is metal, and it's really good quality. I mean, you're not going to be dropping this and expecting it to last, but as long as you take care of this thing, it does feel right in the hands. It feels like you'd expect a wireless microphone. It's really simple to use. I mean, you literally load up the battery, turn it on, wire it to your mixer, and you're good to go. There's no tuning in frequencies. They're hardwired. You turn it on, and this is the first microphone. That's letting you know that you've got signal, and then this is actually indicating that we are getting audio signal as I talk into it. Very simple to use. My layout here is I put this up at about halfway, and then I use my my other gear to get a good clean signal. So here's the thing. I am very pleased with this. I want to let you hear what the actual microphone sounds like. But all in all, is this worth $129? Absolutely. In fact, I would almost say that the price is almost too low, because, you know, I was this close to not buying it, thinking that at $129 this isn't good enough. But it is worth every bit. I mean, you could use this as a standby system. You could use this as a starter system. You could use this for a mobile system. It works and it performs really, really well. In fact, they have other configurations where you can have 4 handhelds. You can have 2 handhelds and 2 body packs, or you can buy the system with all body packs. I was actually thinking that it would be good to buy a second one of these with all body packs, and then you'd have the option of configuring it however you want. If you want 2 microphones and then 2 wired ones for lapels or instruments. Anyway, a very versatile system. So I want to take a second and let you actually hear it so that you can actually hear the quality. First, we'll listen to it without any processing, and then we'll put some basic processing on it so you can hear all in all what this microphone sounds like. So here is the way the microphone sounds, and all in all, as you can hear, it's got a really good quality to it. It doesn't have a wireless sound that you would expect from a low-end wireless system. It's actually pretty clear and pretty clean. What I'm going to do now is put a little bit of processing on it to see what it sounds like with that. Okay, so here we have a little bit of just basic processing, nothing fancy. A little bit of lows rolled off, and just a basic reverb added. But this will give you an idea of just what the microphone is capable of. Again, I'm really happy all in all with how these sound. All 4 of them sound pretty much exactly the same. Very clean system, very much worth the price. I highly recommend it as a low-cost option for your sound needs. So hope this review was helpful, and be sure to comment and subscribe below.